Hip hop started out in the heart, yeah.
To anyone don't know me, my name is PLAYPOOLO, spelled out PLAYPOOLO. I'm a songwriter and music producer and beat mixer and rapper from the east side of Cleveland, Ohio. For anyone that wants to know why my name is Polo or why I spelled that way with 3 O's instead of 2 O's like the regular Polo, back in 9th grade, I met one of my closest friends go by the name of Mac. And there used to be a rapper named Polo Ladon that had a song with this guy named Rich Boy called Throw Some D's on It. And back in the day, it was a hot song, but people focused more on Rich Boy rather than Polo Ladon, so they never would rap Polo Ladon verse. So when I used to rap it, he used to call me Polo, but we just started spelling it Poolo. And that was 9th grade. I think that was 2010. So like times evolved, and I'm here right now, PLAYPOOLO. So shout out to Mac for that. When I was in high school, I was in a group named The Crew, and we released a mixtape called The Nasty 90s, hosted by MJ the DJ, who's also a known DJ from the Cleveland area. But that was like more of a young group thing. But independently, I released my first full mixtape / free album last year, October 27th. It's called Soul Food. Really, it's some real classical, a lot of jazz and soul mixed in a lot of music. Like, I always was inspired by a lot of jazz and soul, but yeah, right now, that's probably the only full project I got out now. I'm working on something called Fast Food right now, but I do have a single that just released called So Tired. If y'all didn't see, it's in the background right here. This is the cover art for it, designed by Prunty. Yeah. I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of old school R&B. Like, I grew up listening to a lot of old school R&B, but I always like rap too at the same time. A lot of music influenced me to this days, but one rapper that influenced me a lot when I was young that I wanted to rap like was maybe DMX and Method Man. And I say those two rappers in particular because of, and also also Busta Rhymes, because the style that they were rapping in was so just crazy and unheard at the point in time. So it was I just love listening to it. I don't rap too similar to them, but maybe I do have the same type of wordplay. But they inspired me a lot. Who inspired me to make beats was more like the Tribe Called Quest New York style. Like, I put a lot of soul in my music, but I always like New York style of beats. If anyone know anything about production, they know it's a difference between northern, western, and southern style beats. The Midwest, not too much, but a lot of northern producers inspired me to make beats. I didn't start making beats until I was in like 11th grade. It wasn't the best beats, but I started doing my thing back when I was with The Crew, and now I'm just producing everything for myself. So a lot of things influenced me. A lot of rappers influenced me. It's Cleveland rappers that influenced me. Things I do to stay true to myself is listen to a lot of old school music, because I think some people don't understand the importance of that and like how hip hop actually started. So maybe it get a point in my life where I'll be like, oh, I want to make this type of track, and then maybe it's not me or it's not true. Listening to old school music will show me that the music that they made were really them, and it really was a point, and it was really a message. So I try to keep a lot of messages in my music, and it's hard to find out, you know what I'm saying, if you're not using your third eye, because it's not obvious. I'll never put it in your face like another artist would, but at the same time, there's always that person that figured it out, but like, oh, I understand what this song about. So never giving up is what makes you true to yourself. Like, knowing yourself, knowing why you like music. You can ask the artist why they rap and they don't have no answer, and it's just like you're rapping for no reason. But I always knew myself, and I always knew my passion for music. Even if I wasn't making music, I'd still be listening to music or trying to be around someone that's making music. One of my favorite songs to perform is Sky 230 off my mixtape Soul Food, because it's like, it was really a song I made for my homies. Like, I had to have that one song. Like, if ain't nobody like it, my homies like it. And a lot of people like it, but it's my favorite song to perform. I did a performance with The Vindicator earlier on this semester, back when the weather was good, and that was like probably the favorite part of the performance, performing that song, because it's so hype. And when my homies here, who are always going to be there, they get hyped too. But like, this new song I got out called So Tired right here, originally it's a Lauryn Hill song by the name of Superstar, if anyone familiar with that. I sampled it, tried to switch it around. At first, I was gonna call it Superstar, but I switched it So Tired. Only because, like, I honestly don't know why she named it Superstar, but I guess she was giving her impression of how a superstar should be, and rather than how superstars is these days. And it was like the same thing with me, because you get so tired of people that want to be a superstar. They don't put in the work. They don't understand the actual earth and the heart of hip hop and where it started. So I get so tired of some people sometimes, and that's just how it is. So that's where So Tired came from. Being from Cleveland, you observe a lot of hatred, a lack of support when you feel like you need it. As in, for example, it can be like a lot of your friends or people you know, and you can be sitting here making good music, but they won't pay your music attention. They rather pay attention to an industry artist because of the money they showing. And a good artist to show is an artist like Kid Cudi, a Cleveland artist at heart who came from around the same streets I came from. But a lot of people wasn't messing with him at the time, so it took him to brainstorm in different places in different states around the country, so he could honestly get his music out there, and he did. And he inspiring a lot of up and coming artists. So I personally don't know Kid Cudi in no type of way. I know his sister that teaches at Ginn Academy, but his influence in music is really strong at this point in time right now, and the artists he worked with. And it's just a prime example of what you got to do to make it out of Cleveland. It could be hard sometimes, but, he did what it takes, and I know I'm going to do what it takes at the same time. All right, if anybody watching this, I want you to know that I have a new track out called So Tired. You can find it at soundcloud.com/PlayPOOLO, where you'll also be able to find my last mixtape, Soul Food. And as of right now, I think I have another track called Party releasing next month. I think in April, maybe. I don't know for sure right now, but I know for sure that I have an EP called Fast Food that probably will be releasing in May. So be on the checkout for that. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/PlayPOOLO, and also on Instagram at PlayPOOLO. Thank you for your time.